Hello, everyone. Happy Friday night. I hope everyone's doing well. I am here. I am here. As you know, I'm moving, and so it's been a little crazy. I'm still coughing a little bit, but I feel so much better. So much better. I've discovered a miracle in the form of Allegra, because I think on top of my cold thingy, I also have allergies. So, hi, Polly. Hi, Craig. Hello, Bernadette. Hello, SR. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. I'll hang in here for a minute and entertain you with my great wit while we wait for people to join us. Today is our free readings where we tap into our guides, your guides, my guides, everyone's guides, and ask the questions. Hi, is it Nivra or Nivra? I never can tell. Let me know. Excuse me. Okay, I see. Hi, Mystic Shining. Great to see you. I'm tagging your questions. Oh no. Hi, Lynn LeClaire. Good to see you. You're at the vet with your 18-year-old dog because he has a cough and runny nose. Oh, poor baby. Even the dogs are getting it. Oh no. I hope he's okay. We're all going to send some healing his way. Yeah, I feel like they're going to be able to give him some meds and keep an eye on him. I'm going to say Nivra unless long eye. Okay, good. See, I see that. Hi, Dorella. Good to see you. And Ness, good to see you. I'm just starring your questions as they come in. I'm going to blow my nose. Not that I'm sick. I really am much better. Now I think I'm just suffering with allergies. Nivra, thank you. Yeah, and when I get a cough, it does tend to linger, but I discovered that if I really keep a lid on my allergies, it feels as if it's related. Anyway, it helps my cough. So I am improving. Hi, Jennifer. If I missed anybody, hello. Hi, Suzanne G. There you are. Just a reading from your guides. Yep. I'm starring your questions. I always read at this one local shop on Thursdays. And I had some really interesting readings yesterday. Just, it's funny what people come in to ask. Half the time they know the answer. Oh, Bernadette, you woke up with a sore throat yesterday. Yes, that's kind of how it started for me. I just this tickly thing in my throat and kind of sore. And yeah. Okay, so it went away. Yeah, and sort of it felt like allergies for me when I started, which is why I was on with you that week when you guys watched me fall apart. But I think it was compounded. I definitely had a virus plus the allergies. Hello, Sigita. I got your question, Jennifer. Let's see. Lynn LeClaire says, I read an article that said allergies in Los Angeles are worse than they have ever been. Yeah, mine feel pretty bad this year. Like I think that's part of the reason I'm coughing is because it feels like I'm having asthma. And I don't really have asthma attacks. Hi, Chanley. Good to see you. But it feels that tight chest. And anyway, so I was reading something about all the different allergy medications that are out there. I tried a Claritin, and oh my goodness, it just knocks me on my behind, and it doesn't do anything about my symptoms. It just makes me completely wiped out. So and I don't know if you have the same medications in Canada, but I read an article by a pharmacist, and he said that Allegra is the best over-the-counter medication, and oh my gosh, it works so well for me. So if anyone else is having allergies, try the Allegra. It does not make me sleepy. It calms my stuff. So I just took it. It was my evening dose once a day, so that's why I'm sort of sniffling a little bit. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to bore you with my allergies. Hi, Jessica Lynn. Good to see you. I'll tell you what I've been doing. So, I think many of you know that our house was for sale and it sold the first weekend, or went under contract. And so now it's definitely going through. The buyer's been kind of driving us crazy because their agent she's new and doesn't really know what she's doing. And so we got this urgent message today, like, can you all be out in 10 days? And we were like, oh my God, we haven't even begun packing. 10 days is a lot. And we can move into our new place, but next week, but panic attacks. And I was trying to line up, movers and all that kind of stuff. And I have to get it cleaned and yada, yada, yada. And then another message comes later and they're like, oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. We think the rates will be better on the 25th or something at the end of the month. So an extra week. But Gina Fish says, my allergist recommends nasal spray, Flonase. Yeah, I do have some Flonase too, and I kind of forgot to use it, but I should be. You're right. Drive-in movie tonight, says Craig Dixon. Also, good news. I feel like I've always said, and I say this in my weekly tarot scopes, April, even though chaotic, is when we start moving forward. It's when we leave these retrogrades behind. The last two retrogrades of this season are Mercury and Venus. We are moving into the sign of Aries. Neptune just moved into Aries for the first time in 165 years. So lots and lots and lots. But it also, I feel like some of you may also experience this feeling where while life has been kind of hung up, it will start to feel like it's moving forward again really soon. So I'm curious if anybody else is feeling that. I know that's certainly true. My husband is, he's been looking for a job for a while, and because he sold his business last year, and he's got two really good options now, and they're flying into Florida to talk to them home office and blah, 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 blah. I'm doing a lot of blah, blah, blah tonight. Sorry. Yes, Gina Fish, quite the whiplash for the house. Yeah. But anyway, they pushed it back. Thank goodness, because I have family coming in to help us toward the end of the month. And, we are going to have some movers come help us because, listen, I'm not willing to, break my back. I'm a woman of a certain age. I can do so much, but hi, Lucy. Good to see you. I think I've told you this before, Lucy, but my cat is named Lucy. Hi, Teresa White. I will star your question. Chitra, good to see you. Okay, got you too. And hi, Diamond. Well, I'm glad everybody's here. Nice to see you this beautiful Friday evening. Today is the baseball home opener when I saw your name, Diamond, it reminded me, here in Denver. And it's been beautiful weather until yesterday. And it's been snowing off and on, not sticking, but, winter's come back. I mean, we've been wearing t-shirts and, whatever, and now we have snow. Yes, I did get you, SR. Thank you. I will tell you, Gina Fish. Yes. Hi, Majestic Oracle. I'm doing well, thank you. Happy Friday to you guys too. Anyway, I've been packing all day. I've been, I'm emptying the cabinets in the kitchen and packing the closets, and I'm really doing my best to purge. We don't need all this stuff. You got snow in Canada too, at Bernadette? Yeah. All right, I will tell you who I've got right now. And apologies in advance for the cough that happens every once in a while, but I'll do my best. All right, Bernadette. I have Bernadette, I have Craig, Nivra, Ness, Mystic Shining, SR Kish, Dorella, Suzanne G, Sagita, Jennifer, GR, Polly, Gina Fish, Chanley, Jessica Lynn, Teresa White, and Chitra. How are you? Is that? I don't know if it's Chitra or Chitra. Hi, Eleanor. Let me see. And I got your question too, Eleanor. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And thanks for the thumbs up. Yes, that's very helpful. I got you, Lucy. No, you're not too late. Did you put your question in, Eleanor? I think I got you. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. I'm just going to take a minute to just call in all of our guides and angels, ask for answers to our questions for our highest good. Feeling the need to ground myself and center. All right. So here we go. Starting with Bernadette. And you can keep putting questions in. Drive-in movie tonight is Cars. Thank you. Okay. Please ask my guides how to be of best deal with some of my family that requires financial assistance from me, even when I told them I can't. Excuse me. I did it for many years. They stressed me out. Okay. They're saying stand firm. This is about valuing yourself, Bernadette. This is about placing yourself above and your family, above others who don't respect your boundaries. And this is a test for you in a way. They're saying that this is an opportunity for you to learn. There's one thing to be generous and kind to others, and it's quite another to be taken advantage of. And so you have it within your control to let them know that you're firm in this, that this is not, that you do not have the resources, and it will put you in harm's way, you and your children. Excuse me. Diamond, I don't know if I got right. I don't think I saw your question. Put it in again. So this is about setting your boundaries, your guidelines. It's also, no, but I also see that you have a kind heart and you really do feel other people's pain, and you want them. I think that they think that you have more than enough or something along those lines, that they have taken, they're taking advantage, right? They're taking advantage. Yep. And look at this. Look what comes out. This is the Four of Cups is about, this is kind of being, I want to say in your case, you have to be calm and present, and you're also a little dissatisfied with this, right? This is a card of dissatisfaction, and this one came out at the same time. The Seven of Wands is about standing your ground, holding your boundaries, keeping people, and you can do it in a kind way. Yeah, you can do it in a kind way. You can say, whoever it is, cousin, I'm sorry, but I have to look out for my own needs. I'm always here to help you in other ways, but I can't help you this time. That's all. It's that easy. Yeah. And Bernadette says, my heart used to be my weakness. Not anymore. Right. I think that they see you as somebody who's got more than, enough resources or something like that. But you can just say no. No, you can put your question in, Kim Princess. And I didn't see your question, Diamond. Excuse me. I've even gone, oh, you know what? I do see your question. Never mind. Found it. Okay. Thank you, Bernadette. I think it's just stand your ground. Be firm. Be kind. You don't have to be rude to anybody. You can do this in a loving way. Right? And if they keep pushing you, then maybe you get a little more serious about it. Okay, Craig Dixon. This is an interesting question. My mom lost a child in miscarriage when I was 2. Mom would see a little girl about 8 years old. She was in the care of my grandparents. Does she have anything to say to me? And I think I saw your next comment was that your mom would see this later in life before she passed. Okay, so your sister. And how old was she when she passed, Craig? I'm curious. Because I do see somebody I see a little girl like in a dress, kind of like pigtails. So she feels like she's about, I don't know, like 6 or something like that. Okay. The message is, interesting. She feels she was just an infant. Maybe that's that 8-year-old that your mom saw too. But I see a little girl who's older than infant age. Because they can show themselves to us any way they want. Oh, your mom said 6 to 8. Yeah, because they keep growing, and they, sometimes people see that their lost loved ones keep growing on the other side, especially when they're a child. She feels, it's very interesting because I feel like she's saying, don't feel sorry for me or my family. This was a very important, sad, but an important karmic lesson for your mother and your family. She brought joy for the time that she was here, but she was never meant to be here for long. And it feels to me as if her very presence for herself and for your mother and your father was she's saying that it was meant to be brief, but it enabled everyone to sort of progress through that pain and the difficulty, progress in their karmic journeys faster and move forward. And she never left your family. She's a part of your soul family. She feels like a bright spot who in your family, and she greets everyone who's come along since. She's a greeter. She brings like this levity. She feels like a very elevated soul to me. She volunteered for that. So it was like a sacrifice that she made. Yeah. I can feel your mom's sadness too. I mean, I know that was a very difficult thing, but they're together now, and I feel like, they just sort of I feel like I can see them, like, kinda walking hand in hand, and it almost feels though she's the mom and your mom's the child in some ways. Yeah, she definitely made my mom stronger. Mhm. Yes. Anyway, I think it was a it was destined. She wasn't meant to stay on this earth for long. Thank you. And thanks to your sister. Did she have a name? We'll send her we'll send her back with your mom. My mom said she kinda had a smart mouth. She feels like that's what I'm saying. She feels older than her years. Oh, she wasn't named. Okay. It's funny how we never did that in the old days, but all right, Nivra. I would love a relationship reading with my current partner. Okay. If you want to put his name in Nivra, that would be helpful. But I'll tune in right now. Okay. Okay. Nivra, I feel like you are questioning his Basil, his like maybe sensing like some ambivalence or something like that. Either that or that's the way that you're feeling. But it feels like somebody's questioning the other person's, motives and intentions and um where is this, where is this going kind of thing. Um Basil. I feel like Basil is content. How do I put that? I know that doesn't sound very romantic. I think he's content in the relationship. Like he's comfortable in the relationship, but he feels a little bit like he's oblivious to the fact that perhaps you would like more. And I feel as if your guides are urging you to sort of lay your cards on the table. Like, I would like to know uh, the status of this situation of our relationship. What do they call it now? A situationship? What do the kids call it? No, I mean, I feel like it's almost like a good time for you to sort of to not an ultimatum, but just sort of be a little more firm in um asking his intentions. Um, I feel like Basil is kinda like, "Do, do, 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 do." He could just kinda go along like this for a while, but he needs a nudge. Does that make sense? He also has some fear about something. I don't know if he's had other relationships that, did not go well, that he feels careful about, overly cautious. Um, I mean, I don't know if any of this makes sense to you, Nibra. It just feels to me like, he is a little more complacent and just than you would like him to be. Um, but I think it's okay for you to to let him know that you either want more or you want clarity on where things are going. Okay? So do that. I don't feel anything out of the ordinary. I don't feel like there's anything, you know, any alarms going off, but I just feel like you want more and you would like to know what he would like out of it. Thank you. All right, thanks. Thank you, Naira. I hope that was helpful. Excuse me. And on to Ness. And I did get your question, Miss Gina. Thank you, Gina Halleck. Okay. Oh, Gina. Okay. All right, Ness. I'm having more blood work this week. Do you see it proving hypothyroidism, or do you see it drawn out for weeks before my doctor and I see eye to eye on what is going on? I would say it's the latter. I feel like it's the latter. I'm wondering if your doctor, it feels to me as if he's pursuing other, like looking at other things, and it could be something else. He does feel like this is like, I don't know what this is, but it's not presenting itself classically or something like that. Um, oh, stay safe, Nivra. Hi, John. How are you? It's somebody named John Scarborough. All right. Are you going to ask a question too, John? All right, Ness. But here's what I get for that. I do feel like you are a strong woman, and your doctor does not like having his being challenged. That's what I feel. So if your hunch is telling you that it's something that he's not willing to explore or explore enough, I would say you might want to find a new doctor and see if they can look in other ways. Let me see. I'm going to ask my dowsing rods if this is hypothyroidism. I can't remember if I've done this before. Oops. Sorry. It was my thumb. Okay. In the past, I always deferred to the doctor for years and years. And then I thought, yeah, I'm going to take your question down so that we can see my dowsing rods. Yeah, your doctor just doesn't feel like he likes that. Oh, sorry, I didn't take it off. Oh, shoot. Well, I'll have to scroll back and find it. All right, I'm going to just put this down a little lower. All right. Okay. Okay. Is Ness experiencing hypothyroidism? Look at this. It's waggling. It's just barely, I don't know if you can see the end. It's coming close. I think maybe, excuse me. I think maybe your numbers are headed that way, but not really fully there yet. But I also think, Ness, that you're very sensitive to these sort of things. And so it might feel worse to you than, like, you might be feeling it more than most people would at this point. Excuse me. It is still lingering. I'm going to pause for a second. I haven't really been coughing as much. John can attest, but I still cough. But I do think that even if, I don't know. I think, the one thing I might agree with your doctor on is it might not be, sorry, might not be time for you to start on some, heavy duty meds, Synthroid, whatever that is. Press on my neck and it suppresses it. No, just made it worse. That felt like something just tickled my throat, honestly. But once it goes, it goes. But Ness, I don't feel like I I would agree with your doctor that you might not be quite ready for it yet, but I think you should keep a really close eye on it. I also think that there are some dietary things that you should look at. Like I've heard this again and again and again, and I believe this is true that most people who have thyroid issues should avoid gluten because it is an irritant, even if you don't feel that way. Yeah. So watch that. Watch it closely. I almost feel like though you could you could do some things to improve it. Yeah, like I said. Okay, thank you everybody. A tablespoon of honey is great for coughing. Yes. Yeah, you eat very little gluten, but I would say even try avoiding it altogether and see what happens. I also want to say hypothyroidism can make you very tired. And I think if you asked most of the people in this room right now, we're all probably pretty sensitive people. The world is a heavy, heavy place right now. I think everybody should get as much sleep as they possibly can. I know you've had difficulty sleeping before, or I've sensed that from you. So let's be very mindful about that. Okay, let's really take care of ourselves. Thank you, Ness. Mystic Shining would love to know what I need to know this week. Oh my goodness. Okay. I do have a cough drop in. It's kind of taking up a lot of space. Thank you, Gina. I really do feel much better. Thank you so much. But you're right, talking gets me going too. Okay. Mystic Shining. What do we need to know this week? I'm seeing. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's funny. I was just seeing a big pink dahlia. Bigger, it's like the color of the flower that's in your image. I didn't even see that before, but I'm seeing this big, beautiful flower. And what does this mean? It feels to me like sunshine and fresh air, like almost like you're the flower, like you need to be in the sun. And you know how flowers heads will turn toward the sun. That's kind of what I feel like look up toward the sun, soak it in, get your vitamin D, be outside in nature is what they want for you this week. I don't know where you live and I hope it's sunny, but this is the way that I'm feeling for you this week, Mystic Shining. And because it feels like you need to get away from kind of the day to day. You need to step outside and take those little breaks in the sun, in the fresh air. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Gina says it's exhausting on the planet right now. It is exhausting on the planet right now. And we all need to really kind of protect our energy. All right, Mystic Shining, thank you so much. Okay, SR Kish. Question for SR. Spoke with P on the phone today. What are his feelings or plans? Oh my goodness. I feel like I've tapped into his feelings so much. Like, he feels, when I tap into him right now, he feels good. I feel like he feels like he's had a lot of stress lately, but he's feeling a little more settled. I think I know that you're asking about his feelings for you. I do think, I think whatever was going on with his life before he moved, a lot of that energy is kind of calming down and he's feeling a little more relaxed so he can express more to you and with you. He feels good. I mean, I think he thinks of you. I think he's thinking of you. Yeah. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Plans? I don't know. I think he's just really settling in I don't know about his plans for you. I kind of feel like he's sort of waiting for things with you to be settled. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you, Diamond. I really do feel better. I really do. But I do. When I get a cough, oh my goodness, it's like my throat chakra is my weakness. I will cough forever. Thank you, SR. Dorella. Hi, Dorella. Several other people. Yes, Eleanor is saying it's exhausting on the planet right now. I'm going to tell you about what I think about what's happening with that in a minute. Okay, in just a minute. I told this to John earlier. Okay, Dorella, when will Tony be reaching out to me? Ooh, when is hard, Dorella. I'm going to get out the dowsing rods again because when's are difficult. Okay. Because your guides, their notion of time is very different from ours. In fact, they don't really have a notion of time. Okay, for Dorella. Let's first ask, will Tony be reaching out to Dorella in the next 6 months? That was a pretty definitive yes. Okay. How about in the next 3 months? Will Tony be reaching out to Dorella in the next 3 months? It was a yes, a little slower, but definitive yes. Yep. So will it be within 2 months? You can't see the end here. I'm trying to move it over. Within 2 months. It's more like 3 months, Dorella. I don't know what I've said before, but now, whatever the energy is now, it feels like 3 months. Within 3 months. So in the summertime, you might be hearing from Tony. Okay, good luck. Well, I'll send him some positive vibes to reach out to you. Suzanne G. Hi, Dora, I gotcha. Thank you. All right. Just a reading from my guides, please, says Suzanne G. Okay. They're saying that to look after yourself, like to really kind of take more care in what you're eating. And I say this because they're showing me myself right now because I've got so much stress with my move that I'm eating all kinds of stuff I should. It feels like they want you to really kind of watch, like cut back on, I don't know if it's sweets or wine or whatever it might be. Just really nourish yourself well. I will take that advice too. Because, it feels like your energy might be a little bit run down, Suzanne. Your energy might be a little fragile. And if you really, don't watch it, you could wind up sick. But other than that, they're saying, okay, let me just see what else. I really feel like it's kind of slowed down, eat good food. They're showing me like reading a book or something, like sitting in a corner with a cup of tea, reading a book kind of energy. So again, I really feel like this message for you this week is just self-care, self-care, self-care. Baby yourself, pamper yourself. And also not to feel like you have to sort of keep doing. Like it's okay to take a little break and to and to chill out and, read a magazine or take a nap or whatever it is. They just really need you to. Also, they're also showing me like really, really, really sit in your, in a meditative state, like calm your mind, really, really relax. And I think that would be a good thing for many of us right now. So thank you, Suzanne G. Excuse me. Okay, Sagita. Hi, Kelly. Can I ask about my sister and ask healing for my mom? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's all please send some healing to Sagita's mother right now. Yeah, she feels really kind of weak right now. Like, I don't know if what she's dealing with. She feels, I don't know if your mom's dealing with a loss or something, because she feels like she's really kind of like sad. And so let's just send that healing to mom, Sagita's mom. All right. And sister. Your sister's on the other side, right, Sagita? I'll wait for your answer. I believe she is. Your sister just spends a lot of time around you and your family, your mother particularly. I feel like she's really spending time with your mom, like helping to bring healing to her. Your sister's energy is, when I tune into her, she's bright white. Which is that's a very high vibrating color for me when I see a spirit that way. Let me see if I can hear a message. Thank you, Dorella. Your sister does not want you to be sad for her loss. She's showing me that she is in an absolute blissful existence. But she does spend a lot of time around you and your family, your mother, because she feels to me, I mean, she knows that you all need healing, perhaps from her passing, but she wants you to let it go. The grief that you all feel for her is keeping you from moving forward, and it's also preventing her soul from really climbing to the heights that she could climb to, because she stays around you out of concern. Doesn't mean that you're not going to think about her, of course. Did she like animals too? I feel like there are animals with her. I don't know why I'm seeing like a cat or something. She is I don't know, she just has a really funny sense of humor, like a playful sense about her right now. So I'm going to send her with you, Sagita. Thank you. She's doing great. She's doing great. Hi, Kendra. Good to see you. Thank you. No, you're just in time, Kendra. Just in time. Jennifer, what's in store for me in the next month? Let's pull some cards and see what we should be aware of for you. Excuse me. Okay. Jennifer. Look at your cute little family in that picture. Nice. Okay. And by the way, I was going to come on this week and try to do a dowsing rod session, but again, I was coughing and I didn't want to cough through the whole thing. But here we are. Okay. Jennifer. Oh, nice. What? Okay. Jennifer, look at this. All right. Well, whatever is going on in the next month for you, it's going to be good. You've got the Magician and the Empress. I feel like you might have some money or some abundance coming towards you. You've been working hard for this, because you also get the Hermit card, which speaks of speaking to your guides and your higher self and really tuning in, to allow you into this manifestation moment. Whatever you're doing, keep it up, Jennifer, because you're drawing good things to you. So if this is career, or it feels very light to me, like light, energetically light to me in a joyful way. It feels like you've got some really nice things coming your way to look out for. Yep. I just think it's going to be your next couple of months are going to be climbing out of, I don't know if it's the winter doldrums or just some things that have been hard, but it feels nice. And look for that abundance. So I don't know if this is in the form of money or in the form of kind of your wishes coming true for something that you've been working toward, Jennifer. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a nice reading. Polly, can my guides please give me some advice on my daughter, Nina, who's struggling with her anxiety and wants to quit college? Ooh, I'm so sorry. That is hard. That is hard for families. One of my sons experiences anxiety as well. And oh my gosh, when your kid's having anxiety, you have it too, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. I pulled a few cards for her, too. This is interesting. So she gets the Two of Swords, which is like a crossroads card, right? Should I stay or should I go? This is the situation she's in. But it looks to me like this is the card of the Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, but it's also saying there's help for you out there. You just have to look in the right places. Somebody can really give her some help to bring her anxiety under control. And here's that control, the Emperor. Now, I feel like this is her energy. The Emperor is all about being in control of your destiny and your world. This feels to me like there's somebody there who can help her with some techniques to sort of bring her. I'm getting a ringing in my ear. Validation. There are some techniques that can help her to bring her level of anxiety down. This is not just a medication thing. EMDR, Lucy says, I am also hearing like sound therapy or some really interesting alternatives. I feel like her mind races. Her mind goes right to that what if scenario in 2 seconds flat without, these scenarios that are irrational. Should she? Let me see. I do get that she may need like a semester off or summer off or something like that. Thank you, Teresa White. Teresa says some natural things for anxiety: passion flower, valerian, ashwagandha. Yeah, but they have to be taken really consistently. They can also make you a little bit drowsy, I think. Valerian, for sure. Maybe passion flower, too. But they're not bad ideas for her. I feel like there's like a reset coming for Polly's daughter. Yeah, I feel like she can reset this. This is about relearning how to face situations without flying off the handle. So we wish you we wish her all the luck. And I mean, anxiety is the worst. And let's all send some healing to Polly's daughter. Okay. Yeah. Kendra says the same. She says, sending love. I can relate. My son is much, much younger, but he's autistic and nonverbal and struggling with aggression at school. I wish I knew how to help him. Kendra, have you listened to the telepathy tapes? Please, please do. This talks all about all of these parents and teachers who work with autistic kids who have discovered that these kids can communicate with them. That these nonverbal kids can communicate through telepathy and through these talk boards. I don't know what you call them, but like through communication boards. A lot of schools aren't allowing them. Please, please, please listen to it. Please. I beg of you, because I feel like all of these kids are reachable. I really do. I really think they are. In fact, I will say this right after I listened to the telepathy tapes, I work in this school one day a week. I do STEM classes and camps. And there's a nonverbal boy who's in a motorized wheelchair who I've seen several times in the school when I come. I come one day a week. And it's funny because he's taken to following me in his wheelchair. And he looks at me. He looks at me intently, like I feel like he's trying to communicate with me because I think he knows that I know that he's reachable. And I think they all are. I really do. So look into this, Kendra, please. It's free on, any kind of podcast. Telepathy tapes, please. You'll just be astonished. Thank you. All right. Good luck to you, Kendra. Thank you. And I understand kids with anxiety, kids with autism do experience a lot of anxiety. They really do. Let's send healing to her son too. Okay. Gina Fish. Is Rudy flirting with me? Oh, this is a job for the dowsing rods. Yep. Okay. Is Rudy? I already feel a yes, and look at what my dowsing rods are doing right away. Yes, he is. Do you like Rudy, Gina Fish? Do you like that he's flirting with you? Because I feel like there could be something there. I believe we said that there was something coming up for you soon. No? That's exciting. Good luck. Excuse me. Chanley. Okay. Hi, Joyful Journey. Good to see you. Hi, Lily Rose. Is Nina in school, work, or nursing? Is that question for me or somebody else? Sorry, did I miss a question? Oh, and Jana Hollick, I'm going to just say really quickly. She says repetitive action such as jogging or walking is great for mood and anxiety. Meditation, nature, journaling too. And one more thing, nutritionally. 1,000 milligrams a day of like fish oil, EPA oils is, I can't remember, I don't know why I'm saying it right, but it can be very, very effective. 1,000 milligrams a day of EPA fish oil. Yeah, very, very good for the brain. Okay, thank you. Kim says, I do think he reads energy well. He's very slick. Oh, Kendra, and the other thing I want to say to you is he reads your energy very well. And so I'm sorry, Shanley, I'm getting to you. I apologize. He reads your energy very well. So it's very, very, and you know this, I'm sure. It's very important to keep your thoughts um, pure and calm around him because he knows when you're stressed, when you are stressed because he seems stressed, it compounds. Okay. So just try to calm your mind and ask him energetically, how can I help you? What can we do to bring your level down? Yeah. Oh, Diamond, your son's the same. Okay. Sorry about that, Chanley. Okay. Here we go. And hi, the Space Cowboy. Good to see you. All right. A message from your brother, Sambath. Sambath. He's in spirit. Sambath. He feels like he's been there for a little while. He's kind of funny. Does he have like a funny sense of humor? I feel like he's just kind of like sitting and watching this with a grin on his face, almost to tease you a little bit. Like, was he? I don't know how long he's been gone, but he feels like he's got a little bit of a joking nature, very joking character with you. He's teasing you about I don't know if this is a relationship you're in or with somebody that you're some interaction that you have. I feel like he's giving me 4 years. July 3 will be his 5th year anniversary. I feel like he's kind of he's ribbing you a little bit about something and someone. I don't know. Are you dating somebody or are you married? I don't know your situation. It feels like there's something that you are maybe worried about or wrapped up in, and he's kind of giving you a little, I don't know, whatever that is. Talking. You're talking to somebody. Well, he's giving you a little like, oh, I think he likes this guy. It's almost like, oh, I'm getting chills. Okay. It's almost like he's giving you that like little like a brother or sister would do, like Chanley likes a boy kind of thing. Whatever. That's the energy that it feels. All right. He does like him, I think. But I think he's just kind of like he's amused by it and he wants to say that um I feel like he's also suggesting that you can be a little bit like of a harsh uh like you're particular about your whoever it is that you may go out with. So he's kind of surprised that you're in this situation. Okay, you're not sure of young men. That's so funny. Well, he's there just kind of rooting you on and he's there for it. He said don't it's kind of saying don't he's giving me this like kissy thing. Like don't be embarrassed if to kiss him or something like that. Oh my goodness. Sambath, I can't believe you. Now you're gonna be worried that every time you're, on a date with this guy that he's watching. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you, Chanley. Oh my goodness. He's funny. I like his energy and we're very sorry for your loss. Okay. Thank you. All right, Jessica Lynn, may you have a message from your guides. Yes, you may. Okay. Message from your guides. Okay. Jessica Lynn, they're showing me your kind heart, that you care for other people, sometimes more than you care for yourself, right? That you really do. I mean, you're kind of a bright spot for other people, but maybe not quite for yourself. That you should really just take a little more time to reflect that inward. It's as if you it's a little bit of a wall around your heart. Your heart's like a one-way street. The energy goes out, but it doesn't come in as easily. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. Nice to see you. Okay. So, I want you to just open your heart and be a little bit better to yourself. And you may let other people into your heart a little bit more as well. So that's the lesson for you. It's kind of like really try to soften your heart and let others in. Do more for yourself, not just for others. Okay? Thank you. And Teresa White. Hello. Yes. As so many women do, Jessica Lynn. All right. Hello. I would like to know what's coming up for my career financial wise. Okay. I'm going to throw a few cards for this for Teresa White. All right, Teresa. I'm looking outside and it is snowing. We were in shorts and t-shirts last week and it is snowing here. Okay. Okay, for Teresa White. I feel like you are very successful, Teresa. Yes, look at you, the King of Swords. This is the lawyer. Or do you work in law or some profession like this? But you're very smart. This is wisdom. Okay. All right. But right now you feel like they're stagnating a little bit, or maybe you're just not really quite happy where you've been. You're ready for change. And look at the change. That the Judgment is all about a rebirth. Yes. It's all about a rebirth. You've been through some things, but you feel, Teresa, very, very wise. Like you really could do just about anything. You have a really sharp mind. And people value your opinion, but you do feel a little bit like you want a little bit more. So this looks like you could have it if you want it. But take a moment to really meditate and go within. Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Chitra. Yes, it is snowing, Gina Halleck. Kendra, where do you live? Almost 90 degrees there. Yeah, it was, I mean, it's been in the high 70s and really nice lately here too, but this freak storm is coming through here. So Lily Rose says it's 65 in Scottsdale. It was 99 last week. Yeah, you must be getting that same little wave that's coming in from the west that we are. Yep. This will pass. We'll be back up in the maybe 50s by Sunday. South Carolina. Oh, yes. It's been hot. You guys have had some crazy weather. My sister lives in North Carolina. Okay, Chitra. Asking for validation of my brother-like friend, Prashant in India. Is he in spirit right now? Let me just tune in and see if I can feel his energy. Prashant. I hope I'm saying that right. And anybody else want to tune in with me? You can. Chitra's friend, Prashant. I do feel like he might be on the other side, but not for long. Oh, I'm getting a chill. Okay. I feel like he could be. That's a validation. I think Prashant is validating. I feel like it may not have been too long ago. he almost feels like I'm not really getting much though, because he feels like he might be in sort of that resting place that we go to, that healing place where we, um, do our life review, that sort of thing. He feels, let me see. I feel as if he may have been kind of bedridden for a little while. I just don't know. Oh, a few days ago. Yeah. Okay. I feel like he's showing me like in a bed, like as if he were really ill for a while, unable to get up and move around. He I mean, his energy feels good, but he feels very faint on the other side. Blessings to you, Chitra. Sorry for the loss. Oh, yeah, Cancer. I'm so sorry. He just feels like he's out of that misery, that pain. Poor thing. Okay, blessings. Eleanor, a message from my guides for April. Okay, a message from your guides for April. I'm going to pull a few cards. For Eleanor. Oh, big changes coming for you, Eleanor. I'm going to put all 3 cards up so you can see. We start with this one, the Ace of Wands, which is all about new actions, new fire energy, new passions, like exploring your passions and going for it. And I feel like this is in, your psychic energy, your intuitive skills are really going to be taking off this month. You might even be really practicing a little bit more if that's something that you want to do, Eleanor. And look at this, the World card, endings and beginnings. This could be a whole new start for you in a new career, just a new passion for you. Good for you. Exciting. Yep, you're coming up, Diamond. Lucy. A message from spirit guides on what I need to know right now. A message from spirit guides on what you need to know. They're showing me, does this make any sense to you? They're showing me out, like, I feel like I'm seeing the back of not the back of a horse, like horses, like being out in nature, but also it feels like kind of going places, but in, how do I interpret this? I feel like, do you do anything with horses, Lucy? I almost feel like you are like an animal communicator. Let me know if this makes any sense to you at all. Because I feel like I'm seeing this horse's eyes really intently, like he's looking at you or me or whatever. And this feels like it's just like, I don't know if you, this may not make any sense at all to you. Maybe it's somebody else in this group who has connection with animals or horses. All right. Let's just, I'm going to ask. Gosh, I can't get that. I can't shake that energy. If it's not specifically with horses, but with maybe just with other a second. I'm seeing water too, like a lake or a pond. You don't have any animal connections. Pulling a couple of cards here. Okay. Well, this refers to something about the family, but all the happiness. Let's forget about the animal connections. Maybe it'll come to you. Maybe you'll see a horse in the next couple of days. I don't know why they would show me that. But here's the Ten of Cups, which is about all of the happiness with friends and family, really completely fulfilled. And you're making, it looks like you're making some plans. This is about waiting for your ship to come in. Like you've set something in motion, and now look, there's a bird. So there's an animal. There's some birds in that one. But really kind of keep an eye out. I feel like those birds are messages for you. Oh, Gina says horses symbolize freedom. Yeah, I feel like these birds do too. But this feels like there's something that you are waiting to come true or to come to fruition for you. But in the meantime, it's a little bit, this is some, an area of maybe confusion. Seven of Cups says that there might be a lot going on, and it's keeping you really from seeing clear answers as to what's going on. And yeah, this may be related to work. So I pulled one more card, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. This might be some things going on in work. I don't know if you're looking for a promotion or a change, but it does look like it's going to be a nice one when it does. And if a horse should happen to come into your path, please let me know, because I don't often see horses. That was very unusual. It was almost like the horse was looking right in my eyes. Yes, it's really weird. Okay. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful. But so this maybe has something to do with your career, but it really does look like fulfillment and happiness is coming. Okay. Diamond. May I have a message from my guides for my son on his sleep and energy? Energy issues will get better soon for him. Okay. Diamond, did you also say that your son is on the spectrum? I can't remember if that was you. On if his sleep and energy issues will get better soon. It feels as if there's something in his, I don't know if he takes medication or in some kind of regime or something, but something needs, it feels like it needs an adjustment. Like something to his, oh, he's on medication for hormones. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I didn't see that before I said that. It feels like something needs some adjustments. It's not quite there yet. It does feel like it's going to take a few more months to regulate. Is he verbal, Diamond? Do the same thing that we were talking about with Kendra. Let's see if we can really find somebody who can communicate with him. Does he have teachers who, is there anybody in his sphere that he experienced, or he is with during the day who knows him pretty well? Because they may have some answers too. Does he go to school? Or does he go to away like out during the day or something like that? I feel like I'm feeling like this, something keeps him a little bit irritated or something like that. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a person he encounters, or maybe the day is just a little too hectic or something for his energy. They're showing me something. Okay. I don't know what this is. This could be some sound healing or something too, but it feels like there's some kind of like vibratory tool, energy, something like this that can bring his racing thoughts down, 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 down. Okay. And I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing, to really try to. One of the things that these parents in the telepathy tapes do is they ask their children to communicate with them in their dreams. Oh, thank you, Teresa. So ask him to send you a dream or other messages to help you to make those adjustments that he needs, because he does feel really agitated to me. I'm so sorry. Let's send some healing energy to Diamond Sun. Overstimulation. Exactly. We were talking about horses. Okay, Lucy, thank you so much for pointing that out. Thank you so much. I don't know if that's an option for anyone who is dealing with an autistic child or family member. The horses. And I keep seeing the horse's eyes. It's something like maybe these children would actually understand their energy. They can read each other's energy. An animal might be really good for your children as well. I mean, not just a horse, but like a dog or something. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. We're getting close here. Kim Princess. My question is, does my godmother have a message for me? I just heard fairy godmother. Did she ever call herself that? That's funny. She feels sweet and nice, and like she just sort of like hold on. She's showing me like when you are down. That's funny. Oh, you're making a fairy garden. Funny. Well, I feel like she's there for that. She's down with that. And today discussions were all about fairies because she's showing me like, I mean, honestly, like with the wand and the fairy dust, that kind of thing is what I'm seeing, which is very funny. My godmother. Okay. Okay. But she's also showing me like when you're down or when you're feeling, when you're feeling a little, your energy's off or you're feeling a little bit, depressed or sad or something like that. I feel like she is right there with you, like kind of soothing your, touching your hair and really, really there to pick up your spirits. You may even feel her up there a little bit. What else for Kim? Okay. Kim, are there any children in your life? Let me know. Because she's showing me children. I don't know if maybe this is you when you were a child, because I feel like she just has this very strong connection, as if you were. Maybe she had children, but you have a daughter. She's with your daughter too. Okay, she's looking after your daughter, but it's almost like your daughter is like you. Did she not have children? Because I feel like you're the child that she didn't have or something like that, or she treated you. She felt as if you were her own child. Very, very loving, very protective of you. And very like encouraging or something, whatever it is. She did not have children. She just feels like she is your biggest champion on the other side. Talk to her more. She's so present. Hi, Maureen. Hi, back at you. Thank you, Kim Princess. She's a sweetheart. I like her. I like her. We only have 4 more, including this one, and I'm going to have to close it up after that. But thank you for dropping by, everybody. And for 4, a message from Spirit. They want me to grab the cards, so I grabbed the cards. I hope my son's doctor can convince him to adjust his dosage. Yes, I hope so too. I'm sorry, that is so stressful, Diamond. Message from Spirit. They're showing me for you, 4, I'm seeing like a night sky, a really beautiful night sky with stars in it, but they're showing me you up looking at them. Like maybe you don't get the sleep that you need. You might not be sleeping as well as you could, and to get some better rest for yourself, like take care. But they're also showing me this like galactic kind of fascination or something like that. Like you are connected to the stars. You might be a star seed. I think we all are. And it feels as if like something, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm drawn to the night sky. So keep an eye out, keep looking up. Does this make sense for? It's really beautiful and peaceful. It kind of feels like home. Okay. I don't know if you're here anymore, but thank you. Gina. Does my mom, Natalie, have a message for me? She feels like, she's like, I'm always here. Like she's sort of chastising you, like you just don't. It's as if you, I've said this before, in your grief, you can't feel her presence. Let me see. So your mom kind of, I feel like your mom was, had beautiful hair, not unlike yourself, Gina, and like to get gussied up, really like to look nice. And she's acknowledging that you are, there's a similarity between the two of you, because I think you like to get gussied up and look nice too. She's just like showing me that she's been right there through all of through thick and thin, especially, in the last few years, that she has Justin there with her, like almost like they're dancing or something like that. I don't even know if that would be the way that they were, but they're just showing me how fun and joyful it is on that other side. There for you, she's saying, chin up. She's just sort of showing me this kind of motion here. Chin up. Yeah, I'm always with you. Let me just see if she can tell me what kind of. Her energy feels very light, like very, very gentle and light. But the energy she gives me that you may sense with her almost feels like like a buzz sensation. Like if she touches you on the back or on your arm, it almost feels like a little bit of electrical sensation, in a good way. But really try to focus and feel that, you know what I mean? Don't work too hard for it. It's because she's always there. I feel like when I tune into her, I feel like there's a hand on my back, like she's guiding you through. Yeah. Okay. I feel like there's always a hand on my back. Like she's almost like, oh, she's giving me chills. Okay. She's just sort of always here with you, especially through these difficult times that you've been through the last few years. She's always here with you. I know your dad passed not too long ago too, and I see him there, but I don't feel like were they not together when they were before or I don't know. I feel like he's a little bit removed. He's sitting, she's standing. That's the way I see it. Um, okay. She's very lovely, very gentle, very sweet lady. I really like her energy. But they're very she and your son are very playful with each other too on the other side. Yeah. Try to tap into that. They're very happy, but they're very with you because they know that you've been through some things. Yes? Okay. She's wiping a tear. She's kissing you now. Okay. Yeah, she's like kissing you right here. Right on the top of your head. Dora Romero, are you still here? I know I've dragged on for a while here. If you're still here, let me know. This is about Ramon. He passed in 88. Ramon wears a hat. I see a man with a hat, but he took it off. That's interesting. And kind of like I feel like he was that respectful kind of person. He would take it off in certain settings, and hold it in his hand. Ramon, are you here, Dora? I don't know if you're here. I just want to say Ramon feels also like he was a quiet but firm kind of provider type. Loved his family very much. Okay. Hi, Dora. He's sometimes he feels like he could be a little what's the word? A little tough customer, tough person to be around. But overall, I feel like he had a good heart and he was a very hard worker. Loved his family, admired, and admires whenever I tune into you, you are a family person. I always see you as the spoke of the wheel. He admires that role that you've taken in your life, Dora. Okay. So, Ramon I feel like he is there more than you know, kind of guiding you, especially he's pointing out, I think, a grandchild. Do you have a grandson? I can't remember, but like a younger man, like he's very much of a guide for somebody younger, like a spiritual guide for them. Yeah, just sort of helping them through some things. Very, very, very sweet. I do like, oh, sorry, questions are over totally mixed, but I do like his energy. I think he was a man, he feels like he was a man of integrity to me. He may have had his little flaws, but overall, he feels like he was a man of integrity, a kind of old school ways. Yeah. That sort of, he knew his place and he did his duty, whatever. I don't know how to say that, but he had that honorable sense to him. Dora, what a sweet man. Thank you for bringing Ramon in today with us. I love it. Okay. One more. Last one is Space Cowboy still here? I will wait for a moment to see if you're still here. Do people think, I'm just going to tell you, do people think I'm a handsome young man? Let's ask the Dowsing Rods, Space Cowboy. I'm here. Miss? Okay. Do people find the Space Cowboy handsome? Whoop, that's a big one. Yes. On that happy note, the answer is yes and yes. Okay. I think you are a handsome person. Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna say goodnight. I think I smell dinner. I think my husband's cooking dinner. Yay, that's so nice. Thank you so much, Gina. I do readings on Fridays and Sunday, and I am going to try my best. I've been so busy to do some midweek dowsing rods on the political situation, the current events, and things like that. Just been the cough, and my life has been a little bit upside down with our move. But I thank you so much for coming, everybody. Please hit the subscribe and the like button if you like what you find here. And I look forward to seeing you on Sunday night for our tarot scopes. Thank you. Bye-bye.